Basically, I'm being motivated by what I see in the hallway. Like, this is one of the teachers who motivates me. When it was really funny because before I didn't know that she was a teacher of the board. Like, you know how when you're walking down, you're coming that way, and you don't know who's the teacher unless you look at the door. And I was motivated by, I like really liked her last bulletin board, and I told her, and I was telling her because she was coming back this way. That was like last month before the holidays. And I said, "Oh, I think I told her, I said, I love this board. It's so nice." And then she was funny. She goes, "Oh," she goes, and she talked good about herself without me knowing it was her. It was funny. She goes, "Oh, I, she said, that teacher is the greatest. That teacher is the best." And I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, and it was really funny because she was complimenting. I was like, "This is fishy." And then it was funny because she went, "Let me go to my classroom." And then she went like this, and she like fell on the door. And then I said, "Oh." Then I started laughing. I go, "Oh, it's you." And I said, "Oh, you're so humble." And she said, "I like to play." I'm like, "Oh no, that's why I love you. You're funny like me." She's too cute. And then see, look how she has like problem solving skills. Generate and solve problem situations when a given number sentence involving addition or subtraction of numbers within 20. Math ID. Represent word problems involving addition and subtraction of whole numbers up to 20 using concrete and pictorial models and number sentences. Oh, so she puts the topic here, and then this is the actual, so she puts the topic, it's interesting, and then here she puts the what she does, generate and solve. And this is really interesting because it says wonder and think and wonder. So they're using Dr. Seuss. This is pretty cool. See, like, that's interesting. This is cute. And then they have like, she has like a storyboard and you're adding. So Haley has 4 balls, Mom has 5. How many balls do they have now? So you got to add it. 4 plus 5 is 9. And then they have different, you know, each mom has 1 butterfly. Then I gave her 4 more. How many does she have now? 1 plus 4 is 5. Then you have one where they didn't do it right, but it's their thinking. Because, see, like, problem solve, it shows their thinking skills. Erica has 3 teddy bears. Becca gave 5 more. I don't think it's 4, see, it's 5. See? Question, how many teddy bears in all? 3 plus 5 isn't 7. 3 plus 4 is 7. So it's a mistake, but it just shows they made a mistake. They just need to work on it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It should be 8. It's okay. So, like, and then my mom has 5 candies. I gave my mom 6 more. How many do I have now or total? So they just color it out. They draw it out. 5 plus 6 is 11. So it's just very interesting. I like it. It's really nice. She's a really cute teacher. She's very interesting. And she's the teacher of, like, one of the students is kind of like my favorite. I care about them all, but she's kind of like my favorite. But this I'm going to take a picture of and put it in the classroom because the children, when they go in the hall, they like to rub themselves against the wall. And we already told them they cannot be doing that. It's not good. And she already talked to me. She not talked to me. The instructor told me that the assistant principal talked to her about the little girl Olivia, how she doesn't act, how she acts in the hall or whatever. So she said she talked to her. But I've already talked to her about how we're gonna redirect the children. I'm trying, but the other lady, she does her best, but she just resorts to yelling too much, and that's not the way to solve problems. So I'm trying to be more positive. I am more positive, so. But I think it's kind of weird because ever since I told her I was gonna do the board, she did the board like in there. She did it. It's like all unorganized. Looks horrible. But I know she's not able to. I don't understand how she gets. She's trying to get this other job. She got this the job to be a behavior specialist when she thinks to correct children is to scream at them. No, that's not the way to do things. We'll see how she lasts in other places. So I like this is a look at bodies of water. I like this one because I love water and I like to go to the beach. I like to get in water. So, and I like rivers and stuff. So this is very interesting. We can ask the questions. We need to dialogue with the children more. All they do is just get in the class, play games, throw themselves on the floor, act a fool, and then we just hear about stop pulling on this person, stop throwing yourself, stop doing this. When you redirect them, then when you correct some of them, the oldest one is like a very gamey, and she doesn't like to be corrected. Starts making faces and acts out. So I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that person because that girl is act like she does nothing wrong, and then she's trying to attack me. I'm the teacher. So tomorrow I'm going to teach them about boundaries, respect for adults, and respect for their fellow children, classmates. You don't talk down to an adult, and you respect us and you listen to us, whether you like it or not. We are in charge of you. You don't like it? Go talk to the other teacher. So, so we have her back on this. But I told the other teacher we need to talk about respect, and she said that's how they talk to us. I said no, we can't accept that how they talk to us like this. We're not gonna accept that. We need to learn that we don't accept that. And I'm setting boundaries, and then they're trying to call me out on that. I need to correct the other children. Like, I don't need you to tell me what I need to correct. Just listen and stop trying to be the boss. That's the problem. These children act kind of bad, but I'm trying to redirect them and tell them that we need to work as a team. Because if you're not working as a team and you're only worried about what I'm doing and what I'm doing, get out of my way. You're not supposed to be in my business when I'm correcting a child. Go. This just shows that there's not enough assignments or like after school activities to get them involved. They're just not supposed to be watching how I correct the child. That's none of your business. Okay, I know what I'm doing. I don't put my hands on children. I don't be disrespectful or anything. But you have to get them off the chair. You just take them with your hand and get them off the chair. But I don't do anything disrespectful. So I don't like how this one child is just trying to get on me because I already got her. I already figured her out. She does stuff subtly to attack one of the children who's more insecure, and the other child who's very insecure will throw a fit, scream, yell, and cause problems. So I'm trying to fix the problem today. Think I wouldn't have that much of a problem, but my birthday was kind of messed up, and then the other girl tried to act like, oh, we had a bad day. I said, no, we had a bad day. The next day's new day, new page. Get over it. So trying to teach these children just because I had to correct somebody on my birthday and they acted out and they weren't listening because the one girl was dragging somebody across the floor. Like, you cannot do that. So it's like, it's really ridiculous how a 10-year-old is trying to act like she knows better than me, and she doesn't even act right with these children. She tries to act she's the boss just because of her race. Just because you're white doesn't mean you're better than any other child. You gotta act right. It's not about color. It's not about race. It's not about the race card. It's about actions. Actions speak louder than what words. So I'm teaching these children slowly that actions speak louder than words, and you gotta be held accountable to what you are doing. You cannot be doing stuff that's gonna hurt other children and think it's funny. It's not funny. So I'm working on this. Does inspire me. So these two are my favorite boards. So I would say the Generate and Solve is my favorite from Miss Robinson. She's the first grade, right? Yeah, first grade. And then the next one is my favorite. I think it's still first grade because it's not gonna be that close, far away if it was second. Yeah, this Miss Bryant Ferris. So I like how they incorporated how they asked the children ways to use bodies of water, and they wrote it down. So that shows that they're engaging the children, getting to think, getting them to contemplate, write their thinking, and write it down. And see, it says identify and describe variety of natural sources of water, including streams, lakes, and oceans. It says there are three parts are water. So I kind of can't understand that. The earth is divided into 4 parts. 1 part is land. So it's like interesting how they see like how they put my family and I are at the lake. Here we go to the lake, swimming, and then fishing. I need to learn how to fish. Please, if somebody knows how to fish, please call me. Text me, message me on Facebook. I want to learn how to fish. If you live around Houston, Sugarland, in Texas, and you're by me, I want to learn how to fish. Please, inshallah. Ojalá means God willing, I want to learn how to fish. Okay. All I use water to play with my water gun. Just like a boy. The ocean is very deep. Something small water. Great, I can't read that. I help my mom use water to cook. That's good. I like to go fishing at the lake. I caught 7 fish. Oh my God, that's awesome. And then I use water for drinking. Good. I something is not very deep. Stream is not very deep. I can see rocks. So it must be stream. A stream is not very deep. I can see rocks there. That's really pretty. And then this one's ocean. The ocean water is very salty. Lots of animals live there. Very nice. And this is arrive. I can't read that. Can flow through mountains. Oh, a river. Oh, it's just not separated. See, they need to be corrected, but it's okay. A river can flow through mountains. The water flows very fast. Very good. And this one says, the water in a stream is shallow. Very good. So this is one of the best ones, those two. Now that I read this one, I'm giving her the number, but don't worry, I'm not going to tell her because I don't really talk to the teachers. So I'm not going to say that, somebody outshined you. Because I want her to keep thinking that she's the best. But to me, she's the best. But she did a really good job. So, Miss Ferris. So, I want to re-emphasize, the more that you read, the more things you will learn. The more things you will know, the more that you learn, the more places you'll go. So, the more that you read, the more things you will know, the more that you learn, the more places you'll go. Dr. Seuss. That's so pretty. I like it. It's nice. And so, then they have like spelling stuff out, like welcome, and then what it says, when you enter this room, learning is fun and cooperation is expected. Our positive attitude and mutual respect are part of everything we do and say. I like this, but writing it's gonna be like, you want something that stands out more, and when it looks like you're being too demanding, I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna do what I said from the teacher's lounge. I'm just gonna print those out. What was it? Okay, I like, this is my third favorite. So out of the school, I got like 4 favorite bulletin boards. Be a problem solver is my third one. I like it because it says study the problem, organize the facts, line up and plan, verify your plan, explain your thinking. Then it says, show me 3 ways. Mathematically solve the problem using math. Visually draw a picture or visual representation. 3, written. Explain the steps to solve. And this is cubes. Okay, this is cubes. Circle the numbers, underline the questions, box the keywords, evaluate and visualize, solve and explain. So this is very good. I'm going to take a picture of it because when they do their homework, I'm going to try to print that out. I'm going to say, y'all need to follow these steps when you're doing your homework. So, see, math keywords, addition. All these are keywords for addition. Total, combine, together, add, all together, increase by, increase, more than, plus, sum, together, both, in, all, larger, larger than, more, in addition, to, how much, in, all. Okay? See, I didn't know the in. Well, I didn't know that larger meant add. See, look, I learned something. Larger than. So these two I learned. So, Alhamdolillah, which means praise God. And this is subtraction. Take away, leftover, decrease, difference, fewer than, gave away. How many, more. How many, less, minus, remain, shorter than, smaller than. Multiplication keywords. Cubed, times, each, groups, area, product of, per, triple, quadruple, increased by, multiplied by, double, twice. Okay? And this is division keywords. Divide, equal, group, average, each, half of, quarter, ratio, quotient, share, split by, as much, cut up, how many in each, percent. Okay, I didn't know percent was a division. I should have known that. Okay, so you see there's even stuff that I don't know, but this is very nice board. This is by Miss Risardo, the math intervention specialist. And where did she go? She went to Prairie View. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going back to the room because I did a couple of lives. So it's just showing the boards. I have soccer here. Make today what? Amazing. Okay. This one says believe in yourself. It's talking about the spelling bee. They might have spelling bee contest coming up. I was almost in the spelling bee when I was in 3rd grade, but I misspelled guess what word? Pencil. I put an S in pencil. I still remember when I spelled it, they went, ah. They went, oh, when I put the C. Instead I put the S instead of the C, they were like, oh. They made size. So that's a good one. I like this one, How to Keep the Dream Alive, and it has all the things that he did talk about: change, freedom, dignity, different with the different hands to make his face. It's pretty good. And then I like this one about whites winners you rock. It has like written responses. I like his written response. It says Burke should be happy to play sweeper instead of goalkeeper because he can try new thing and he will probably love to be the sweeper. The next thing he will be better at the sweeper because the story say, well, you have a great footwork. So he analyzed it and gave us his spiel. He gave his analysis, very good. And then I like his one too. He said, Burke should be happy to play sweeper instead of goalkeeper. He should be happy because sweeper has great footwork and the sweeper comes at the right time and Burke should try to play sweeper. So it's like all the motivations of what they think, why they should. And then somebody has an opposing book. Burke should not be happy to play sweeper instead of goalkeeper. He should not be happy because Burke was playing keeper first. Even if Ryan did his best and no one wants to be in a lower position than they were at the first, continue. He may not even be happy doing the sweepers. Okay, that's a little bit negative, but so it's interesting how they have, why somebody, even though they're not correct, it has all the responses. Let me see. Burke should be happy to play sweeper instead of goalkeeper. Goalkeeper. He should be happy because sweeper is easy than goalkeeper. It should be easier. The coach told him he had good footwork. So see, so it's very good. She got a star. That's really good. That's very good. A star, and then so that was really good. So I like the two ones I like are this one and this one. And let me see. Yeah, let me see. Burke should be happy to play sweeper instead of goalkeeper. He should be happy because there is still a spot for him and he is still on the team. So he should be happy that he is not off the team. He might make a good sweeper because what his coach said. His coach said he might make a good sweeper because he always stay in the right place. But Burke is not happy because he wanted to stay as a goalkeeper. So I like, this is one of my favorite because she emphasized that you can't do what you want. You have to do what the coach tells you because they know they're the leader. They're going to know what to put you in the right position to make it go. So this is a very good board. And then also I like this one because it shows the children's intellect and how they're adding. So they pretty much, I would have like 2 or 3 favorites. And this one was really funny when the teacher was putting the Happy New Year the New Year resolutions. We made a joke about this one. This child said, I said, oh my God, I read it and I said, I will help my mom clean up the house. I go, oh wow, that is gonna be a whole year resolution for daily, monthly. And she made a joke. We both laughed. I go, maybe I should make a copy and send it to the mother. I'm like, oh, yeah, you need to make a copy of that. I'm like, I don't think the kid's gonna be happy with you. So they're just showing you the other boards. That's funny. We love school class. The teacher made that up. And then I like how it says be a friend. That's nice. And then they have like information about COVID. And I like the counting words too. It's pretty motivational. They also have the New Year's resolutions. Do better in soccer. Okay, help my teacher on science. Help my mother. Homework. Help my mother. I will help my sister in homework. Nice. So they just like play with my cousin. I would learn more. That's a very good one. So it's like they have all these develop social communication such as conversing, polite, and I'll say, oh, we need to work on this one. I'm going to take a picture of this and we're going to try to emphasize. Not that I'm trying to be a teacher, but I'm just trying to emphasize topics that we can work on. And because she said they has to have some kind of, we also have to do lesson plans. Even though I'm not a full-fledged teacher, it's still after school program. We have to do lesson plans and get them to work constructively and use their mind, not to attack other children in the classroom. So it's very hard because the teacher that, I can't believe she's been here that long. Like, it's funny because I'm a cougar too. Cougar pride. P for preparedness, preparación, respeto, inteligencia, determinación, excellence, excelencia. I'm bilingual. I'm very proud. Another thing I want to do is shout out to my dad's mother. I'm also doing a shout out to my dad. I'm praising God for her because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be bilingual. She spoke to me since day one. I lost my Spanish around 4, regained it around 6, around 8ish, watching telenovelas. That's another one. So I'm just praising God for that because bilingual, staying connected to your culture and knowing your native tongue, even though I'm born here in the U.S., native Houstonian, it still very does help you in life. Not just get more pay, but it helps you communicate and help. Oh, also, I helped the cleaning guy earlier. I was in the lounge, and he was rolling out one of the tables. I know I don't work here as a I don't work here as a I don't work here as a after school. No, I'm not a I'm not a maintenance person, but he was rolling one of the tables. Like he was trying to move one of these tables all by himself. And I'm sorry, as you get older, the guy looked close to maybe 10 years younger than my dad, because my dad's like 70, just turned 75. Because my mom just turned 80, they're 5 years apart. So he was trying to roll one of the tables out all by himself. And I said, no. I told him in Spanish, no, you need help. I just stepped in. Okay, I'm a team player like that. I just stepped in, helped him, and I said, no, you need to ask for help, señor. His last name is Martinez. I said, you need to ask for help, señor. No hagas eso. I said, don't do that. And then he kind of laughed. I said, te sobrepasaste. I said, you overdid it. And he goes, yeah, I did. He's made a little joke. I said, yeah, you did. You know, you can't do that. You're going to hurt yourself. So I'm so glad that I was still here and having ideas in my head to make this classroom better after school. Because it's really kind of very unstructured. Just even though they try to put lesson plans, the lady just practically sits there, dictates, yells at them. That's not how you run a classroom. I don't understand how she got her other position of a behavior specialist. God help the other children she's going to work with. I don't know. And then I told her, the other day, I told her, I don't know when they did this thing, but I don't know when they did the board. Not that I'm saying she copied me, but I saw it soon after I told her, so she probably did it before, but I told her I had plans to do something on the board. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure, and I don't know if I can use that. I'm going to try to get paper and measure how big the words need to be. So I'm just going to go ahead and take these little out right now, because I'm going to take these, since I'm here, I'm just going to take them out so I can show that, what's that word? So they're I'm actually working. So, did I sign out? I think did I sign out? I think I signed out already. I think I did. Okay. Now. Okay. There we go. So, okay. Just taking these out. And you don't want to just throw them on the floor. If they do fall, it's okay, but you're not. So, I'm taking them out. It's fine. So, I'm just going to leave it like that. So, I took most of them out. So, the other ones are flying out. Okay, so, I'm going to have to measure. So, I'm going to put stick with it. And then I'm going to put what? And then I'm going to put positivity in different colors. And then what I have, I work with the kids' little stick decorations, and they had painted it, put eyes on it. So I'm going to put that all over. And then I'm just going to also incorporate positive, healthy food options that's going to make them stick with it. If they focus on positive energy, healthy eating, they will act better. So I'm going to do inshallah, which means God willingly, which means ojalá in Spanish. So, because it has Allah in it. So that's my mission. Well, not a mission, but my goal to do. But I don't like how this board is. This one is. You don't just hodgepodge put stuff on there and then have children draw on it and just throw paste stuff like very unorganized, and have somebody child write on it with their name and and it's not how you do stuff. So, but I have to be kind, because I brought this and I put my name on it. It's funny, one of the children was like, "Hey man, it's not you." And then I said, he read it. He could have said, "Doesn't say your name." And he was saying somebody else's, like, he said, "That says something," and the other child goes, "It says Miss Monica." But the other child is a year older. He tries to play hard to get, and he was just doing that to pick on me, because that's how boys are at that age. They just want to say stuff to annoy you, because that's how they show they like you. They're really funny. And the other day with the pipe, with the artwork that they left, see the artwork they did? He was pretending to give me flowers, and it was funny. He was saying, "Will you marry me?" I'm like, "What the hell? You crazy?" I'm like, no. Well, they're actually really funny. So these kids are pretty good. Their problem is they just need to be redirected, taught to clean up after themselves. They're just really kind of just focus on entitlement. Like, the teacher just lends them her little tablet, and then they fight over it, and then they get right in front of it, like this close. And I taught them, you can't be watching stuff close, it'll mess your eyes up. So I'm trying to teach them better, but see, they had fun, but some of them, who don't know who left, whatever, like, and then I'm not gonna let them leave my food. Like, I bring my food, and then no. See, they just open it. No. I don't like, because you don't just leave food here, because it can create bugs. So you don't just leave food. And like, I think she took it, because I did not put it in there. And she acted like, "Well, you better for the class." So you see, they have these Ritz stuff here. And what do they put in here? Ritz. So what do they put? See, look. See? I'll just leave it like that, because I don't want to think I'm greedy. But not that I am greedy, but I just don't like them giving stuff when I didn't. Because if I bring it, what's this? Is this my bag? See, look. See, yeah, this is mine. Look, this is what I don't like. So I gave them the snap. You see how she's just storing stuff? This can create roaches. I just bring to share, but this was actually mine. I didn't bring to keep. Just because I shared it doesn't mean you put it in the cabinet. I'm sorry, but this lady does not do stuff right. Does not do stuff right at all. So I'm going to take it home. I'm going to take it with me, because I bring it not to just... It's not how hodgepodge it is. Oh my God. It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. How people want to act. Sorry. And then I try to put order, and then they go dump this out. I'm going to tell them they all need to leave stuff. If I have it in the cup, leave it in the cup. That's where if we do painting, we're going to use it for the water. I'm teaching them to reduce, reuse, and recycle. And they already know the concept. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Like this. And then I'm trying to do the best with the situation, but not that happy. I do praise God for a job, but it's really bad direction. No wonder people quit. Like, everybody who's worked here has quit within the first or 2 days, because nobody wants to deal with these kids, and you wonder why. They're not being run right. I mean, not that I want to scare her off or run her off, because the lady that hired me said she's going to eventually move her. Not that she needs to, but she doesn't really do it right. And then she claims that she's been here long and she's better than me, and she knows that she has more experience. And I'm like, first off, it's not about being better. When I had to explain on my birthday, it was kind of miserable, because I had to, they ruin everything, because she just let the kids run around, and she told me to go check on them. And then when I checked on them and I put them in line, she couldn't take it, because one of the kids is bratty. You know how bratty kids always want to get their way no matter what? Especially some Americanized kids, they just don't want to be corrected, and they get offended, and then they start you know how when they put their hands on their ears? Like, that's a spoiled brat. And just walk off. They don't want to hear you because you're telling them the truth. And they don't want to accept it. They don't want to be corrected because nobody's ever corrected them. And then they act out to try to make you look back. Oh, you're not doing that. Especially on my birthday. So I was able to mediate it. It almost nipped me in the butt, because she was trying to oh, we never had a problem, they try to jump on me and say that, oh, we never had trouble with her. She's never. I said, well, because you don't see what she's really doing. I'm the only one who's picking up on her subtle attacks to the other children. And she tries to get away with basically murder. I didn't say that to them, but I just said she's just getting away with stuff that she shouldn't. You don't drag a child by the hand. You don't drag a 4-year-old, a 6-year-old child, and you're 10. You don't drag a child, and you don't drag them by the hand and throw them on the floor and be attacking their hair when, you can't. COVID is still around, and you cannot be too close. You have to practice social distancing. Also, young children can get lice. You cannot be touching people's hair or touching people's body parts. And I told her it didn't look good, and she overreacted. I said, never accuse you of nothing. So she started getting attitude, and now she acts really standoffish with me. It's kind of ridiculous, because even now, I talked about it, and then it's a week later, the lady still doesn't want to pick up that she's a problem. Oh, she defends her. Oh, well, she didn't mean it that way. Just because she got away with it, she was whispering. Go tell this to Micah. But I told her not to whisper, because when you whisper, it makes people insecure, and then they think you're talking about them. And the girl that they pick on is the brothers. There's there's siblings in here, a sister and a brother, and she likes to play with the younger brother because he's fun and he's kind of obnoxious. And then she sent him a message, so I was just hoping there wasn't going to be attack. I said, not whispering, get away. And then she went, and they were passing a good message. I said, well, I don't even know what the message was. But I did tell the lady, I said, okay, but she's done that in the past to irk or bother the young girl, to piss her off, make her cry, and make her feel not welcomed or not liked, and then they use it to attack her. So at least I brought it to her attention in a more positive way, which didn't make the little brat cry. Not that I'm trying to make children cry, but all I did was tell her, do not drag children. You are not allowed to drag children on the floor. You're older. You have to be more mindful. And we cannot be, because she was literally, like dragging the child. She was like pulling her by the arm in the library. I'm like, no. You cannot do that. You cannot drag children, pull on their hair. And I know you want to play, but we're still in school. You cannot be rolling around the floor like that. Plus, you don't know how clean the floor is. So I'm trying to put order, but it's very hard. It's about to be 8 o'clock, so I got to do my last prayer. Okay, I'm going to go to the other room. So I don't know what time people leave here, but I should be okay. I'm just going to go to the last room to show what I was motivated on. And, yeah. So this is the other teachers. She hasn't put her new board up, but she was really nice. She always talks to me. She's Miss Sweeney. She was from Jamaica. She also went to U of H, but she went to the same campus I went to. Okay, cool. Alhamdulillah. She's very kind to me. I like her. And Miss Smith is the other teacher who told me to let her know if one of her students is being bad. Let me see. Oh, it's on there. Her students. Yep. She always tell her. She always really has to be too nice. Hi, Miss Smith. She always she's just too naggy. I gotta focus on her. She's just a little bit much. But I took also a picture of this. Work hard, have fun, be responsible. Always be kind, be respectful of others. So I'm very motivated by that. Just gonna check really quick if this restroom's still open. It might be locked. Let me see. No, it's still open. Thank God, so I can do my last prayer. Dream big. Okay. So I'm just gonna, hopefully my stuff in the front is still okay. I should have left it in the teacher's lounge. But okay. So here's the teacher's lounge. Okay. So I'm very motivated.